Oh, I'm so tired. I couldn't really sleep well last night because this thing happened to me. And this thing that happened to me is the thing that you're going to have to figure out today. And actually, it's quite scary. It's kind of like sometimes you're having a nightmare while you're asleep, but your body can't move. And like sometimes things are happening to you, but you're just frozen. And in my case, last night there was a monster chasing me, but I couldn't move. I was trying to move my body to get away from the monster, but I couldn't. It was so scary. So it kept me up all night. So what do you think happened to me? Do you know this word?
I am really well rested because last night I got a very good night's sleep. I had 10 hours of solid sleep and I woke up really refreshed. That's not always the case. Sometimes I have something called sleep paralysis, and when I have it, I feel like I'm awake, but my body can't move. So I want to get out of it and I try to wake up, but I can't. And when I do finally wake up, my heart is beating really fast and I feel like I'm out of breath. And I've heard some people who, when they have sleep paralysis, they feel like there's a monster in the room watching them. So maybe I'm lucky that for me it's only not being able to move and truly wake up. But yeah, I don't wish sleep paralysis on anyone.
Oh, the earth. Breathing in the lovely air from Earth. Earth is very important to us because we're humans and we kind of need it to live. Not just humans though, like all the animals and all the plant life depend on the earth. So because of that, these days on social media, there's a term that you can see everywhere. And it is this term that you guys are gonna have to figure out. And this term is one that describes our earth. The temperature on our earth is rising due to, we have so much technology and we burn so many fossil fuels and we put a lot of things into the atmosphere, and that causes our temperature to rise here. Now, there are people who believe that this is happening and there are people who don't believe in it. So it causes people to kind of fight online and constantly debate, is this thing actually happening or is it not? Is the temperature on our earth rising or is it not? So, what is the term that means the temperature on our earth is rising?
So down here in Australia, you can really see the effects of global warming. For instance, today, the top 15 temperatures in the entire world are all in Australia. So 47 degrees, 47.5 degrees. It's very hot. But besides that, every year in the news you see it and they say this year is the hottest year on record. Well, if every year is the hottest year on record, maybe the globe's getting warmer. Besides that, it was also in the news that an entire colony of flying foxes were found dead, just dead on the ground, because it was so hot that they just cooked basically. So things like that make me really feel that we should be doing something about this.
So I love cars and driving cars, but since I've been in Korea for 5 years, I haven't gotten my license here, so I haven't been able to drive. But recently, I went back to America and I re-found my love for driving cars because I got to drive my uncle's car. There are many types of cars, and these days, with technology advancements, there's this type of car that drives itself. How cool is that? That is the word you have to try and think of today. What would you call a car that drives itself? And actually, one of the words you can also use to describe a country that governs itself, a self-driving car. So, what do you think it's called?
I cannot wait for automated self-driving cars to hit the roads in mass as quickly as possible. Whenever I'm surfing on the internet, on Facebook or on Twitter, and I see an article about automated cars, I almost always click on it and want to read information. I think it's very exciting that this is one of the things that's going to happen in the immediate future that will have a very big impact on humans. It does seem that self-driving cars are going to be safer and also more efficient for human travel on the roads. And it's one of the really exciting short-term future opportunities for humanity to make ourselves better and make our lives more comfortable.